Americans spend over $2 billion on health and wellness supplements every single year, and that was with a B, billions. Yet the obesity rate has continued to climb to an all-time high this past year of over 40%, 41.9% to be exact, which is actually an 11% increase in the last 20 years. So why is it that the rates of spending on weight loss supplements are increasing, but so is the obesity rate? Most Americans seem to be throwing their money at drugs that overpromise and underdeliver, which leaves their wallets being the only thing that's getting lighter. And I chuckle, not because this is a funny subject, but because of how ridiculous these supplement companies advocate for themselves. Regulating the supplement industry will allow for customers to receive accurate information about the supplements they're taking so that they can make better decisions about which supplements they're buying and how they can appropriately improve their health. Currently, the supplementation industry runs rampant, similar to the Wild West, which companies are allowed to falsely advertise, and they're also allowed to include harmful ingredients in their product, dyes, other harmful preservatives that do a lot of damage to the gut and to the overall health of the customer. And they're allowed to inflate numbers on their nutrition labels, all while unknowing customers buy into them with hopes of improving their health, only to be let down time and time again. And throughout my talk here, I'm going to advocate for the FDA to be doing this regulation. And the FDA has its own problems, and they actually allow for a 20% margin of error in the ingredient and supplementation nutrition labels, which is a whole nother conversation in and of itself. But the main point here is about the false advertising that a lot of these companies they do. They promote their supplements to deliver a certain result to their customers, whether it be weight loss or fat loss or increased energy or decreased bloating, or some of them just flat out promise 10 pounds of muscle gain in an unreasonable amount of time. And these pills and these supplements are historically ineffective, and they're advertised, however, to be the magic pill to solve their problems. And this has also caused a lot of customers and consumers in America to look for these magic pill solutions to their problem, when in actuality, consistent long-term diet and exercise is the only real solution to their problem. But when consumers realize that they've been misled by this false advertising, they then continue to be skeptical of the supplement industry, which can harm the supplement industry's reputation even more than it already has been harmed. And false advertising also, too, can lead to financial losses for the customer who, like I said earlier, have paid over $2 billion in the last couple of years into this industry. So they spend significant amounts of money on supplements and they don't deliver the results, which gives the customer or it strips them of the confidence that they have in the industry. It also strips them of the confidence that they'll be able to be successful at weight loss, eventually and ultimately they give up on this goal, which is pretty sad. The FDA should ban also the unsafe ingredients that are included in a lot of these supplements. It goes completely unchecked, and a lot of times these companies don't even include the ingredients on their label. So for the at least moral companies that do include these ingredients on their label, a lot of these ingredients are very harmful and they're banned in other countries in the EU. Customers do deserve the accurate and reliable information, and they have the right to accurate and reliable information about the products they're purchasing. And requiring third-party testing can help ensure that the information on the supplement labels is accurate and that customers are not being misled by false advertising claims. So the ingredient label and the false advertising kind of go together here. But a lot of companies out there are third-party tested. There are some very good companies, and it's not to say that every single supplement company is bad and doesn't include these labels. And a part of me wants to get away from regulation, and a part of me wants to say, let the market decide and let customers choose which supplements they are buying, and the most moral and the most accurate ones will eventually win in the end in a capitalist society. However, a lot of customers are just unaware of the harmful nature of a lot of the ingredients that are included in these products. So until the education around these products is increased throughout the nation, just simple regulation on these companies is the current answer. And third-party testing can ensure the safety and effectiveness of these supplements. Requiring third-party testing for all the supplements can help ensure that the products are safe and effective, and it can provide unbiased evaluation and identify any potential safety concerns, because in-house testing of the products can lead to some biased results there. And last but not least, the FDA should also mandate that supplements undergo accurate ingredient level tests to avoid the company inflating their numbers on their nutrition label. So not only do they falsely advertise what is not in the supplement by leaving harmful ingredients out, they also inflate numbers as like in terms of protein or in terms of effectiveness on some of these numbers, because a lot of the ingredients that they're including in their products are just completely false out or completely flat out wrong. For example, a lot of companies have been shown to increase the number of milligrams of caffeine that's in some of their pre-workout supplements, and a lot of other companies have been shown to inflate the number of grams of protein in their supplements as well. When a bodybuilder is taking a supplement, and in order to reach the physique that he needs to for his sport, he needs to be ingesting a certain level of protein per day. And if he's relying on a supplement to do so, and the supplement is misreporting their protein numbers, he's ingesting less protein than he needs to reach that physique, ultimately leading to him getting worse results in the end. And that's an extreme example of a bodybuilder, but the same thing goes for just your everyday average person who is just hoping to reach some sort of body recomposition or weight loss through their supplement purchase. So a study found in the JAMA also found that over 2/3 of dietary supplements tested did not contain the ingredients listed on their labels, and many have contained potentially harmful substances that were not listed on their label. Also, inaccurate labeling can have some serious health consequences, such as overconsumption of certain nutrients, interactions with other medications or supplements, or adverse effects. Ingredient level testing can also help prevent any negative outcomes and prevent consumer health, especially with, we're seeing more and more Americans have allergies and food intolerances. So if these companies are including these things into their ingredients and they're not telling the customer, they can be ingesting something that can be ultimately very harmful to their body. So in conclusion, false advertising and over-promising of results has led to customers overspending on supplements with little to no return on their investment, and some customers even experience worse health after taking their supplements due to little to no regulation on the harmful ingredients that are found within them. And many customers are not consuming the actual levels of supplements that they bought, because not every company goes through third-party testing and accurate ingredient level tests. And all of this attributes as to why Americans spend the most amount on health and wellness supplements, yet have the highest obesity rate on the entire planet. So another thing too, going back to why the FDA should be involved in this regulation process, is because many of the supplements on the shelves, for example, like protein supplements and mass gainers and different things like that, they promote themselves to be meal replacement tools. And despite some of them only being 100 to 200 calories per meal, and a lot of them are dangerously low in nutrients, they do promote themselves to be food or meal replacements, yet the Food and Drug Administration does not regulate them, even though customers are using them as food in their day-to-day life. So having more oversight on these products will not only improve customer health, it'll also contribute to flattening the obesity curve. And it will also allow customers to make more accurate purchasing decisions so they can control their spending and improve their health all at once. Thank you.